One shot. Let's begin. Bokura ga Chijō ni Kaeru Toki by Masamura Hiroshi and uploaded by Hideyoshi Nizano and Hideyoshi Ozano. Alright, my voice is nearly there. I was doing another video, but then every time I did a more roughly voice, I was coughing up a fit. So let's do this one, which is a little bit easier on myself. Let's begin. When we return to Earth, disclaimer. Hello, I'm Hideyoshi Nazano, the translator of Bokura ga Chijō ni Karetoki. Please don't expect the translation to be 100% accurate, as this translation is a one-man project hobby, done by someone who doesn't know any Japanese and who has used Deepio, Google Translate, and other machines to translate this text. I decided to translate this because of the fact a lot of Hiroshima Suro mangas and one-shots haven't been translated yet. This translation's main purpose is to serve as a placeholder translation until some group with more expertise than me can make a better polished English translation to replace it. These scans of Bokura ga Chijō and Kare Toki are not from the original February 1977 manga shonen magazine, but from a reprint from the 2000s called which bundles Yonazad, Montegardi, and most Hiroshima Sumura's one-shots together, including Bokura ga Chijō ni Kare Toki. Alright, well, thank you, translator. Let's begin. On the western side of Yonezawa Yamagata Prefecture stands the towering Mount Nadera. Oh. Something weird happened to me while I was talking through Mount Nadera. Translator's note. Mount Nadera is the name of a real massive in Yonezawa, which is home city of the one-shot mangaka Hiroshima Samura. Poof. Man, I fell pretty far down. I can't even see that hole that I fell from. Good thing that this soft squish ground saved me from certain death. Now I need to find a way to get back to the surface. Whoa. I never guessed there'd be a cave like this under Mount Nadero. I wonder how far this cave goes. Oh, so you fell down here too. What? You fell down here as well? Yeah, around 5 years ago. 5 years? Then does that mean there's no way to get back to the surface? Gulp, gulp, gulp. No, there is a way. I could take you there, but only if you drink this first. It's bitter, but try to gulp it all down. Gulp, gulp, gulp. We're going to go all the way up those stairs over there. Oh, there's stairs. Man, I must have fallen pretty far down. Are we there yet? We're almost there. All right, we're here. Rumbling, rumbling, rumbling. It's the surface. The Earth is floating in the sky. Where the hell are we? I know it might be hard to believe, but we're on the moon. There might be a way to get back to Earth, but I'm not entirely sure if it will work. Really? Oh, uh-oh. We fell into a mechanism that connects to Earth and the moon. I can't believe we're on the moon, but is there supposed to be no air on the moon? Well, it is true that there's no air on the moon, but since you drank this oxygen water earlier, you're now able to breathe on the moon. However, I wasn't the one who invented oxygen water. Well, who on earth invented it then? It was invented by the people who lived during a time where the depths of Yonezawa were taller than Mount Everest. Ooh, oh, it's underground. I guess that's what lake sounds like. It's an underground lake. My name's Amamiya. I'm an archaeologist. Around 10 years ago, I discovered some ancient writings in a cave 2,000 meters beneath Mount Nadera. But I never told anyone in the academic world about this. After around 5 years, I managed to decipher what the writing meant. It turns out. See why the end didn't work. Turns out that a long, long time ago, humans on Earth had managed to create a device that allowed them to travel for the moon from the Earth by linking the two of them together. Just like that. Just like you, I managed to find that hole, and I was able to come to the moon from Earth. From what I could tell, those humans managed to build a civilization under the moon's north pole. Look over there. See how the waters climb up along the walls? This waterfall And the underground lake are all part of a city where white water constantly circulates. So this underground lake was man-made as well? They also apparently created two more similar devices that allowed them to travel to Mars and Venus or Earth. Well then, let's see if we can make it back to Earth. Hey, how do we even do that? Well, those humans said that if you want to return to Earth, then you must jump into the water from the top of the waterfall. Now, do you have the guts to jump from the lake over here? Yes! Alright, it's good to hear. I didn't want to jump into the water by myself, plus, I'm not a very big fan of heights. But if we jump into the lake, will we really return to Earth? Well, we'll just have to see, alright? Let's do this. Yeah! There! A certain Kisatanmara Nochi, Tokyo. Hey, who's this song by? Bob Dylan, man. Bob Dylan. Man, this looks delicious. I didn't have breakfast, so you can have the boiled egg if you want. Oh, thank you. Good thing I drank the oxygen water. But where the hell am I? Huh? This egg's not even cooked. What? Really? Yeah. Well, that sucks. Hey, look! Whoa, that's strange. Ah, it's an earthquake! Oh, I don't think that was an earthquake. Well, maybe it could have been a gas explosion. Oh, whoa, everything's so small. Oh, we return to Earth. And then hello from a kitty. I feel like I've read Hideyoshi Nozano's stuff before. This is the one with the other really bizarre one, right? Which was like, it was like there was an iceberg and stuff, right? Is that the same one? Uh, there's a lot of cats in this one. Okay, well, maybe, maybe not. Oh, there he goes. He also 1977. This one, very, very similar. I will say that this one is a little bit better, than the iceberg one, because that one, I don't know, it just didn't make too much sense. This one, okay, makes enough sense here. You know, they're going, she somehow gets transported to a new world. Isekai, that's an emergency. Um, and so, we go, they have oxygen water, sure. Why not? They make it to the moon, sure, why not? We get a picture of, like, the Scream, I believe, right? Sure. Why not? Why did this guy not leave? Because, he's scared of heights, sure. Why not? And they create devices to go to Earth or to go to Mars, Venus, sure. Reasonable, reasonable. And then they go, and then it's like, whoop, sorry. One small came in through an egg, and the other, kadoosh, comes in through an explosion and, like, levels an entire city. It's kind of crazy. Um, so, I mean, this is surreal. This is a bit strange, but not bad. You know, I think it makes sense. Like, I don't mind surreal and strange as long as there's some type of logical storytelling. I like weird. I am weird, but like when the story isn't really there and you can't even tell without a million deciphering thingies, then it could be difficult. Like the one from yesterday, I was yesterday was a little bit of brain power and a little bit of this, that, and the other, but it wasn't bad. It was like, okay, I could see this. This one is very much the same way. Okay, cool logic. The exposition. This could be like a Twilight Zone episode or something, right? Or I guess the modern day equivalent would be like a, what is that, Black Mirror? I've only seen like one episode of Black Mirror, maybe two, so can't really tell you. But it seems okay. Transported to a new world. Great. A little bit of horror here, and then they drink water, jump off a waterfall, and boom. Look at that. 10 out of 10. Everything's so small. Oh, this is neat. And I mean, I don't really know. The art is solid. It seems like it's of its time, which is not bad at all. Um, the exposition feels intriguing enough that it doesn't feel like it's bad. Like it's not like, oh, okay, what's gonna go on here? It's like, okay, she drank that. She did drink that just fairly quickly, but I guess in the situation, why not? And then she was able to breathe. He got oxygen and water. I thought there's gonna be who on Earth invented it then? Like nobody on Earth. It was the people who lived here. Although I guess right? I guess underneath the mountain is Earth, the lake. He discovered it here. So here, of course, they go and they link them here. He was able to find it, although I don't know why he wouldn't tell anybody. This feels like it could be a billion things. And then this seems like it could be, I guess, exploited, which is maybe why he didn't want to. I don't know, but it could be fun. And I guess in hindsight, this could be used for evil if it really went like this. So, and then him putting back in an egg, I'm not sure. Her coming back like that, I'm not sure, but I don't need to be. It's strange and it's weird, and honestly, I'm satisfied with this ending of her like falling on everybody. Now, there's no necessarily moral or central theme, I think, to really tie these together here. Unless she's just really tall, which is something weird happened while I was walking through this. Unless we see her like right here, and it's just like, whatever. I guess if you want to say like these are the tops of mountains, then sure, why not? But I guess that's kind of the thing. If there's like a central theme tying together this weirdness, I think it becomes much better. But in a case like this, it just seems like the author thought this to be interesting, and there you go, right? Because part of interesting storytelling is you kind of weave, a lot of things together. And I guess it depends what you're going to a story for, but in a, like yesterday's story, I knew that there was something there. Like there was a bunch of these threads that I wasn't quite connecting through that. It's like, okay, I'm intrigued. It's a little difficult, but not bad. Just not always something I want if I'm in the right mind space. This one I think is fun and like, whoa, look what happened there. But I don't think it would be hmm, satisfying. Be like, whoa, that's so cool. Can you believe that? And then ultimately starting to train for like meaninglessness and all of this too, because I don't know if there's a meaning behind all of this, and I don't feel like there is one, or I can't pick up on one or anything. So yeah, good art though. I mean, look at that. That is creepy. Look at that. He draws her very well, and then her randomly to scream. Why not? But anyway, but oh, that being said, hopefully my inner throat will be good enough soon enough that I can go back to doing my deep voices for extended periods of time. Or maybe I'll be able to. Ooh, I'm already feeling that there. Anyways, with all that being said, like, comment, subscribe, and if we've been more, peace.